Mr. Escalante.
Thank you. So I can speak to going back to when I left in September of 2016, and I had gone back to being the first deputy superintendent. Going back to then, I don't believe that a consent decree was needed. And I'll say that because I do believe that the Chicago Police Department, starting in December of 2015, had taken a lot of steps to try to improve how we operated and who we were as a department. And I don't think the department was given proper credit in either the Police Accountability Task Force report or the Department of Justice report. If you were to go back and look at a lot of those recommendations of changes that they thought needed to be made, a lot of those came directly from the Chicago Police Department. They came from the boots on the ground, the rank and file police officers who were very open and honest with the interviews, all the way up to the command staff. And that included everything from the purchasing of tasers, to doubling for 2016 our crisis intervention training, to announcing in January that we were going to be adopting de-escalation training, to expansion of body cameras, to even telling both entities that we were going to rename and redo the community policing. We were going to get rid of caps. So if you go back and you look at those reports, a lot of those recommendations are in there, but I don't really believe that the Chicago Police Department ever got credit for the amount of cooperation they gave both to the task force and the Department of Justice. Now, I apologize because I hate to give answers where it sounds like I'm sitting on the fence. I'm saying I went back to 2016, and when I left, I don't believe that the consent decree was needed. Where we are today, I've obviously been at Northeastern, and I enjoy my job there, so I've only followed now what happens in the media. Though I still talk to my good friend, Superintendent E. Johnson, on occasion, I'm not talking to him about the consent decree. So I do understand, though, from the community perspective, having been the interim superintendent in the wake of the release of the Laquan McDonald video and having gone to, I can't even count how many community meetings, and hearing from them their belief that they were not being policed as the rest of the city. I do understand why the superintendent and the Chicago Police Department felt it would be in the best interest of the department and the city to enter the consent decree.